Hey guys, I'm the Cheese Man, and I'll be your delivery driver today. Today I wanted to talk about addresses because, well, there's a few issues, whether you realize it or not, with addresses, and especially when you deliver in a small town with lots of like country roads that are like really way out. Um, well, it's hard to see the addresses, like the house numbers in certain neighborhoods or or on certain streets. Like some places, especially where I live, especially out way out in the way out, it'll be like 100 so and so street. Then all of a sudden you're at 123 so and so street, and it jumps around, kind of like out of order, And then after 120 so and so street, you'll be at, you know, the very next house will be, 250 so and so street. So I'm asking y'all, for those of you who order pizza, have an easily visible address. It's a lot harder to find you than you realize, because you live there, so you know exactly how, you know exactly where you're at. And not everybody is great at giving directions to their house. Some people even have trouble realizing where the pizza place is at in relation to their house, whether it's north or south or east or west. Some people don't even know north, south, east, and west is. But, so be it. But it's just, we as delivery drivers have a little trouble finding you, which having an easier time finding you is actually a benefit to you, because you get your food center, you know. And if you know your address and you know where you live, that's good for you. But we don't. Even after calling some customers, we still have no idea where you're at. And we might know the exact street, where how to get to the street, but it's the address that'll throw us off. Like, if it's on your house, but it's kind of hidden from a road perspective, like when you're driving past, you might not see it. So if you don't know if you're one of those houses that are hard to find because of that, get in your car and get on the street. Come in from the same direction that the pizza person might be coming from. And just look, just glance at your house and see if you can just easily see the numbers on your mailbox or on your house or whatever. And if there are numbers, but you've recently painted the outside of your house and you painted over those numbers, well, then we definitely can't see it. I've got numbers that you can see outside of my house from any angle on the street, and they're shiny and reflective. So even at night, they're easy to see, because at night it's even worse. You can't If you can't see at night, like, say, I have trouble seeing in the dark, just in general, you know. And even with my headlights, it's not enough light, and it's not a wide enough angle that I can see off to the sides at that angle. That most mailboxes are, you know. I mean, because I guess I could pull into each driveway on the same block until I find your house. But one, that's time consuming, and two, it's just inefficient. You get your pizza later than you wanted it. I wind up spending an extra 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, 5 minutes sometimes, 6 minutes, 10 minutes sometimes. You know, if I were to do that, if that's just something I did, that's what would wind up happening. You know, so try to if you wouldn't mind, just try to have a number that's easily seen from the road while moving, especially at night. Something that's reflective or whatever. Um, and I mean, because I've had situations where I was like, sorry, I couldn't find you right away because I had trouble seeing the address. And I've been fussed at by the customer because, well, it's right here. Well, I mean, I get you're aware of its location, but it's kind of blocked by that tree right there. So if you could put some or move those or whatever to an open location, I'd be so grateful. It'd be nice if there were it, if there were reflective numbers, like if your mailbox is on the road instead of one that attaches to the house, have the numbers on both sides of the mailbox, because I might pass you because I don't see it and then come back the other way. So just on both sides of your mailbox, reflective, and not the little white ones that just stick on with the black digits, because those fade so quickly, and weather washes them away and whatnot. What I've got on my house is some hard numbers that are reflective. And bad weather. Bad weather is another one that makes it even harder to see house numbers. So heads up to new drivers. Get used to driving real slow and watch each and every address as you pass it. Generally, you have odds on one side and evens on the other. But some areas don't exactly follow that. Like some neighborhoods, like even if the rest of your city does. Here, there's a few places where odds will start off on the left and all of a sudden they're on the right, and it's just a block away. It's just it benefits you as much as it does me to have an easily seen address. And for those of you who do have easily seen addresses, the yard sign, the mailbox, on the house, everything, just the whole works, thank you. Thank you so much. And if it's dark out, even if it's dark because of bad weather, even though even though it's still daytime, but everything's covered because of dark clouds, cut your porch light on. I'm asking as nice as I can. Just cut your porch light on. And if you know that place takes 25 minutes on average to get, after you've placed your order, to get from there to your house. It's like you placed the order, 25 minutes later you got your food on average. Then at about the 15 to 20 minute mark, cut your porch light on. But it's just, it's a nightmare. Like trying to find an address that doesn't have a number on most of the houses around it. It's terrible. But I guess that's it for that. I've gone on about this topic for a little while, and I guess I'm gonna just let y'all know I'm still hoping to get some questions in the comments below about being a pizza delivery person. Whether it's a curiosity and you never want to get into the field, or you're thinking about getting into the field, or you've just gotten into the field and you've got questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. So just put them in the comments below. And don't y'all forget, subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with all your friends if you've enjoyed it, or if you see any other videos on my channel that you have enjoyed, just let them know. I think the whole world deserves to hear this side of a delivery driver's perspective. And that's it. So remember, always tip your pizza guy.